Welcome back to Doom 2016. Today we have a special bonus video. We're going to be playing multiplayer. I went in, I changed all my settings, and I went to find a match.
You remind me of Pepsi Man.
Yeah, the default armor is... I don't know why it's white and red, but that's the color scheme they went with. Okay, so let's try team play. Maybe there's not a lot of beginners only at this point. I can't use all this stuff because it's all locked. Because it's a video game that came out in 2016, which means that it was influenced by a game that came out in 2006. You have to wait to get stuff.
Multiplayer is like single player, but it's multiplayer.
Yeah. 3 more players. Just 3 more. That's all I need. Alright, well... There are private matches, but I don't have any friends. So that's out. And then there is a practice mode that you can play against bots, but you can only play deathmatch or team deathmatch. And there's a lot of fun modes in this game. So that's gonna be out. So what I decided to opt for is in 2017 and in 2018 I recorded a bunch of matches on my PlayStation. So we're gonna be watching a bunch of old footage. I say old. This was still at sort of like the end point of this game's life cycle, but
4, 3, 2, 1.
If you notice that the video is at a lower frame rate or a lower resolution, that is why. It's because when you save to a PS4, it saves 30 frames per second. At least a base one. I think the Pro probably records at 60. But I didn't have a Pro back then.
The hell is this gun?
It's the pistol. But it's just better than the regular starting pistol.
Okay.
Yeah. It has an ammo counter instead of... Oh, and yeah, you'll probably notice that my equipment is not a grenade. I have a ret detector, which makes everything go black and white, and it highlights enemy players in red. Or orange, kind of. Yep, so, I mean, it's clear from a certain perspective. Some of the systems that were designed in this game were designed with... I don't want to say necessarily designed with multiplayer in mind, but it certainly feels that way. The idea of having a grenade button in Doom at all is weird, but then when you take into consideration a multiplayer that has, like, a loadout system and multiple options, and suddenly stuff like cooldowns and all that makes a little bit more sense. And you can still do glory kills in multiplayer against other people. If they're at like 25 health or lower, you can just glory kill them. It doesn't give you health though. It's just a cool finisher.
This isn't how I remember Quake 3.
It's a weird in-between of a lot of games. I'm not sure how I feel about it being a game that has loadouts. So, you only have 2 guns, very Halo-esque, but it's a little bit closer to like a Call of Duty. I mean, if we're like going back in time for a minute, all these games are the same now, but you know, Call of Duty had like a loadout system, and that was like its selling point. In Halo, you could pick up guns off the map. Here is sort of the split difference where you can't pick up guns, so it's closer to a Call of Duty, but gameplay-wise, it's actually a little bit more like a Halo. Like, it's a little bit longer time to kill. The maps are more vertical. Like, there's more of an emphasis on
Incoming haste.
multiple loops, like here's your weapon and your equipment and power-ups and stuff.
Haste.
It's a little bit more arcadey.
When it said
But I do-
incoming haste, did it mean like incoming pickup or incoming as in someone else has haste? So look out.
Yeah, it meant that the pickup was about to spawn on the map. And then when it says that, it also gives you an indicator that
Haste dropped.
tells you where it's going to be. And then if you have it and you die, you drop it. And the timer keeps going. But like the other person can then pick it up at that point and still have it for a couple seconds. Oh my god, I'm getting owned. Actually, I'm doing really well, but that guy just killed me. So, yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of cutting as well, because if I played full matches, this video would be 3 hours long. So what I've chosen to do is you're gonna just be seeing, I guess, kind of the highlights. I'm gonna show off each game mode, and I'm gonna try to show off most of every map. I think there's one map I missed. I just didn't have footage of it.
First place.
And of course, because it's a game from 2016, there's a scoreboard where you can do emotes. And all the emotes are stupid. One thing that I really like about this game's multiplayer, though, is that they went a little bit hard on the art direction for the maps. They never go quite as hard on the campaign, in my opinion. I mean, the campaign has some really great visuals, don't get me wrong, but
3.
this map in particular is just one of my favorite maps of really any game. It's just such a cool, weird visual design. It's got this mix of like
Drain rate.
an 80s, I don't know, Saturday morning cartoon, but it's like so disgusting. I don't know, just the color scheme is great. So this is Blood Rush. This is another free-for-all type deathmatch mode, except you'll see there's a bar at the bottom of the screen. When that's empty, you can't respawn anymore. So and when you get a kill, it refills a part of the bar. So the idea is you want to kill everybody else enough times that their bar is empty, and then kill them the last time and they stay dead. And it's a round-based mode, so you have to do that for 3 rounds.
Energy gain.
So what are your thoughts so far from what I've shown of the multiplayer?
The previous level looked a lot like
Energy gain.
Temple
Drain rate.
from GoldenEye, because I constantly
Yeah.
need to show my age by only referencing GoldenEye when we watch these.
That's fine. Understandable.
Yeah, I see what you mean by this level looking like a 80s cartoon.
Final 4.
This
Yeah.
looks like something from He-Man, but gross.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a playset, kind of.
Yeah, this looks like something that I would see later on Space Ghost in the early 2000s when they got edgier because of adults
Yes.
being more official.
Energy critical.
I was joking earlier about this not being how I remember Quake 3, because this actually seems a lot like Quake 3, especially
yeah.
in how they color and depict ammo and weapons.
Yes,
Everything's
the ammo
very
boxes
colorful.
are very...
Everything's
Quake 3.
extremely gamified, even though Doom,
Yes.
even though single player Doom is very gamified. It's weird. This has a lot of atmosphere, but you can see all the gamey stuff. All the arena characteristics are more obvious.
Yeah, super emphasized.
But not in a way that makes it feel depleted. Like, this doesn't feel...
Challenger.
This doesn't have
Weird
this.
bug.
Yeah, that's a weird bug. This doesn't have the aesthetics of Unreal or anything.
No, it definitely has its
Or
own
Halo.
visual identity. But it's also a visual identity that's different from the campaign, that's different from the single-player mode,
3, 2,
which I find interesting. I will say that this visual identity, not to, again, talk about the future too much, this, I felt, leaked more into Doom Eternal than the original 2016 single-player did, in terms of, like, visual identity. Doom Eternal looks more like this in the single-player. Which is interesting. I find this visual style very appealing, though I will say I can understand if someone found it a bit garish. I don't think they would be wrong. Because it is... This level in particular is very brightly colored. Most of the levels aren't this brightly colored. It's just this... I like this one, and I wanted to show it off early, because it's so... it's also... the disgusting hell aesthetic that you just don't get. Again, when you play the campaign, you get more of like the stone temple like kind of look, and here you get like flesh platforms, which is
Challenger.
just so cool,
Eliminate.
so unique to this franchise that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I will say that the gameplay is pretty standard fare. I mean,
Final 4.
one thing that I was thinking to myself while I was putting this compilation together was just how much I miss playing this game. Like, I didn't play a ton of it, don't get me wrong. I mostly played... I mean, I played more than the footage I captured, but I didn't play it a lot. But it's just so fun and so unique to
Increased.
itself. Like, there's not a lot of... Even though it has a lot of influences from other games, it feels very unique. And I really miss playing it. I wish that the servers weren't so barren. I wish that people were still playing this on a regular basis.
God, that's like what keeps me from joining, like, truly committing to multiplayer culture, is how it just burns itself out so quick. Like, I mean, it's just the way it is, but at the same, I don't know. It's the same
You
thing
have to
that
keep
keeps
moving
me.
on.
Yeah, it's the same thing that keeps me from picking up like collectible card games and actually staying motivated to stay in it. It's just when the window is narrow, and when it passes, it's never coming back. And it's just that sheer amount of FOMO. Just it attracts a lot of people, but not me.
It is very fleeting. Don't get me wrong. That I definitely don't like, but playing it is so much fun. I just wish I could, and I mean, I could still play with bots, and I could maybe try to organize like a private match thing, but I really just, I would like to just be able to play it.
Yeah, you can't go back to what it was, especially when it was meant to be. I appreciate people who do things like set up Discord servers and like organize matches of people who are still passionate about this game or other games, but it's still not the same.
Yep. I mean, thankfully, this game still has a very, very good single-player mode, so there's still value in buying this game. It's just a shame that, like, 1/3 of the component of the game being its multiplayer isn't available. And the other third, which is Snap Map, we'll get to in another bonus video down the line. That also had a multiplayer component, but it's also got a single-player component, so... That still has, I wouldn't say a thriving community, but it's got a history, a backlog is what I'm trying to say. Like, none of the stuff that people made for that mode went anywhere. It's still there until ultimately Bethesda Softworks decides to shut down the servers, which I'm sure will happen at some point.
Because it has to.
Yes.
Oh, it makes me so sad.
It's very depressing.
I love how everything is so accessible these days, but at the same time, everything's just feels so contracty. Everything's a time limit.
Yeah, everything is locked to a corporation, which is bad.
The big old bummer.
Yeah. So this map is cool because it has like this outdoor spacewalk section that changes the gravity, lets you jump higher. Kind of neat. There's also this thing called a Demon Rune that this guy picked up, which is, yeah, you can pick up a little, it's a little power up, but it turns you into a demon. And when you start the match, you get to pick from like a selection of demons that you want to play as, and then when you pick up that rune, you play as that demon for a time limit or until you get killed. It's one of the, that in particular is one of the unique features of this game that I really miss. The Demon Rune stuff was really cool, and I'm going to be showing off a lot of that stuff later on. I just wanted to sort of show the basics for the first few matches. Another thing I find interesting is, so this weapon has, like, critical hit damage. Like, a lot of games, I don't know, feature, like, weak points, like getting headshots does more damage. And that's true for some guns, but for other guns, they've reworked it. So, like, with the chain gun and, like, with shotguns and stuff, you get more damage if you're closer to the target. So it's just like it has, like, a really tight range drop-off, but you do, like, more damage if you're closer, which I think is a good way to emphasize how those guns are supposed to be used instead of only rewarding precision. There's a lot of good thought that was put into this multiplayer that is basically non-existent anymore. Allied demon slain. I'm trying to pick up this rune, but the guy died behind the gravity lift. I can't get it. Why did this guy die in the most inconvenient spot?
An inconvenient spot. My favorite Al Gore documentary.
Yeah.
I love it when Al Gore talks about Doom 2016.
Well, Doom 2016 does have, like, a pretty, there's, like, an environmentalist reading that you could make of the game, I suppose. It's very clearly anti-fracking, so.
Glad to my anecdote being intellectualized.
I will always try. I was thinking about how, when it comes to the Let's Play, I'm Don Quixote and you're the other guy. But then when it comes to comedy, you're Don Quixote and I'm the other guy. The windmill is the audience.
Is the other guy in Don Quixote?
Yeah, I don't remember what his name though. Is Sancho? Is that his name?
I haven't read Don Quixote.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't read it either, I just know about it peripherally, so...
What do you peripherally know about Moby Dick?
I know about Ahab, and I know about chasing the whale, and I know that the middle section of the book is just descriptions of, like, whale anatomy and, like, stuff like that.
Do you know the name of the narrator?
No.
You know the name of the narrator's friend?
Is it, there's Ahab, and then there's, I don't remember the other guy's name, though. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Do you know the name of Ahab's first mate?
I should, like, I feel like I do, but I can't remember it.
See, now you got me on a thing, because I'm like, if you know more about me... Know more about Don Quixote peripherally. I had to test your peripheral Moby Dick knowledge.
I've heard of the guy in Moby Dick that's not Ahab, but I just can't remember his name right now. Okay. I'm sure it'll come to me later when it doesn't matter in this discussion. So this is Soul Harvest, which is basically a kill confirmed mode. If anybody's ever played a kill confirmed mode, you get a kill, but then they drop a thing, and then you have to pick up the thing to score points. But they also drop a demon rune, so I'm showing off some demon gameplay. I picked the Prowler, which is basically like a actually... They wanted to put the imp in the game, but imps are wimpy, so they had to make a cool imp that people would want to play, which is the Prowler. You can jump around and grab people. which is cool.
They have little weird
And I keep
baby
missing.
claws.
You have weird baby claws, and I keep missing because I'm bad, but it's okay because I get way better later. And I died because I suck.
This is like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, the very hunter coded. So I've also got a multiplayer exclusive weapon. I think it's called the static rifle, and it builds up charge as you move around. I guess like a static shock when you walk around with your socks on. I'm assuming that's what the inspiration was for that name. It had to have been. Oh, and this one's weird. There's a guy on the enemy team that has an invisibility power-up, and I'm gonna kill him in a second. Because he was... I could see the grenades. I'm like, I see him shooting grenades at me. I can't see him. There he is. Asshole.
Glorious.
Got that fucker.
I got that Inviso guy.
Constantly seeing your cursor show where you could land is just the most nightmarish thing ever.
It's valuable information, but yeah,
so much.
it is weird.
I understand his necessity, but just the constant silhouette shifting of this nightmare creature.
It's definitely weird to get used to. Yeah, it's this is what I see when I have sleep paralysis.
And then you lunge at the invisible demon like a prowler and kill it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Doom Guy would want you to do.
Yes.
You got sleep paralysis? Stop being a coward about it. Tear out its spine.
Exactly. You're supposed to kill demons. Oh, check this out. Bam.
Oh, shit.
From downtown.
Oh, man. Soldier Boy.
I was so proud when I hit that. I was like, fuck yeah. Let's go. I will also say that I like the Prowler, and playing as the Prowler was fun. But if I point it out, you're gonna hate it. Every time you get a glory kill, Vega makes the announcement. He says "glorious," and you hear it about 40,000 times in this video. Because you just keep getting them. Except when I miss like this. I'm so fucking bad at the game.
Glorious.
Oh, I can see that guy aiming at me.
You should do this Let's Play again, but with our parents.
Why? They would be so bored.
I'd be the only one who would think it's funny.
Genocide.
No, I died.
Enemy harvester spawned.
This is the only match that I play in its entirety, and it was mostly because I was very proud of my Prowler gameplay. I did really well in this match.
Prowler. Demons.
I kept killing the enemy demon, which kept giving me the demon rune. I kept getting a ton of kills as the demon, which gives you more points than getting a kill as a dude in this mode.
Glorious.
Yeah, at the time I was very happy with this footage.
Incoming chainsaw.
I mean, watching it back, I'm still like, yeah, this was good gameplay.
Chainsaw
but-
spawn.
It's also, when you're not playing it, it's a little dry. It's really fun to play. And now my boys got the chainsaw, so I'm like, let's go. We're winning. There's no doubt in my mind.
Your son has the chainsaw.
Exactly. He's chainsawing that guy down there. Crazy. I'm smashing heads. I'm getting killed.
Allied revenant spawned.
What's smashing pumpkins and talking heads join forces?
Oh, God. I don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Psycho killer with butterfly wings.
I'm regretting keeping this full match in, but there's only 3 minutes left. We can make it.
We got the jokes for it.
I guess. I mean, with some more smashing pumpkins, talking heads bits.
I definitely have a lot of those. I'm not
David
struggling.
Byrne in an oversized suit. Oh wait, that's. I don't know if there's anything there. Let's go on.
Huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say this guy thought he was the guy because he picked up the rune and he was a prowler, but I'm the only prowler that's allowed to play this game.
Chainsaw spawn.
No, I don't listen to me. I was just gonna talk about the game some more.
You ready for some more David Byrne in a huge suit? Remember how they used Bullet with butterfly wings in the Rampage trailer?
No,
You know,
I don't think I've
remember
ever
this?
seen the trailer for that movie. That's some.
I was just saying,
whack.
David Byrne in a giant suit, wearing like 10 suits, should have been the monster in Rampage.
That I can agree with. Yeah.
Why has no one made David Byrne in 10 suits as a kaiju movie? That should be Pacific Rim 3.
Oh man. What are we doing?
Thanks for coming to our show.
Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this multiplayer footage.
I'm really
By the
gonna
way-
bring that Moltar energy.
No, I appreciate it. It makes you feel like a cowboy.
It makes you feel like a butterfly with bullet wings.
It's funny you say that, though. It reminds me to bring up, if anybody for any reason wants any of this multiplayer footage, just feel free to ask. I'll share it. Since I know that this game is mostly dead, if somebody wants it for some reason, you're free to ask me for it. I'll give it to you. Probably. Assuming that you're not using it for nefarious purposes.
Like selling drugs.
Right?
Sorry, we just got demonetized.
Warpath.
Yeah.
What's Warpath?
Warpath is... It's King of the Hill, except the path... It's the point is on a path that moves. It's actually a pretty cool mode. You'll see how it works. Also, I have another PvP only gun, the lightning gun, which is just like a short range auto rifle, except it has an alt fire that does chain lightning and can hit multiple people. So you capture the zone, and then you can see the little arrows, and it moves basically along a track on the map, which is pretty cool. And then there's a demon rune in this mode as well, and it spawns on an exact 180 point on the track circuitry. So it's like whoever's winning, whoever has the point is less likely to get the cool power up. So it's got like a cool built-in catch-up mechanic, kind of. Except if you play smart, you can have one person be on the point and then have the rest of the team like trying to get the power-ups and stuff. And you can see this guy has a kinetic mine equipped, which is just like a proximity mine. It keeps killing me, pissing me off.
Spawn. Secured zone.
Yeah, and then this map is more generic, so to speak. It's very close to what you would expect out of the single player. It has more of a multiplayer feel based on the way the arena is designed, but like aesthetically, it's very like the hell levels in Doom 2016. Single player. Yeah, so you can see the chain lightning mode. You don't have to hit somebody. You can actually hit the floor and it will chain. It's pretty good. It does less damage, though. I want to say it does about half as much damage, roughly. as just hitting them with the direct fire mode. So the lightning gun's cool. I like a lot of the guns that are exclusive to this multiplayer. I see why they're exclusive to the multiplayer, because I don't know that they would have a purpose in the single player, but
Incoming
The lightning gun sounds like it's turning people into popcorn.
yeah, the hit notification, the hit confirm notification is not a great sound. It's a little bit loud. And then I'm playing as the Baron of Hell, which he has a cool ground pound. For some reason, you don't have the fireballs, and they replaced it with a ground pound that sends out spikes. I guess it's just for balance purposes. But the Baron's pretty cool. He has a lot of hit points. He's really tall. And I like the VHS filter that they put on the Demon Vision, except I'm sure that the YouTube video encoder is going to hate it. It already kind of doesn't look great at, this postage stamp size video resolution that I save these videos at.
Why didn't you consider Twitch, Doom 2016? Come on.
Yeah, come on.
I think this is kindergarten.
Another thing that I'll point out that you're never going to see. This game has a thing called runes, which are like perks in like a Call of Duty. The only one I ever have equipped is the one called Bounty that you see in the bottom left above my health bar. It just gives me more XP when I get kills because I was trying to unlock everything in the game. But there are other ones that are actually that actually do things. They either let you respawn with armor, or they give you they let power-ups magnetize to you so you can be further away from them and still count as a pickup. And you could see health bars and stuff like that, just perks in a shooter game. But I only ever equip the extra XP one because I'm min-maxer at heart. I gotta level up my wisdom in Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
2 minutes remaining. Scoreless.
So do I, for no good reason.
Yeah, well, it lets you level up more. It makes sense.
Yeah. Next up is our Dark Alliance 2 Let's Play.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
One
kidding,
day.
I can't sell that. I'm not editing.
No.
Can't just make advertise. Sorry, that was false advertisement. Cancel again.
Does it count as false advertising if you're just joking? I don't actually know how that works.
It's false advertisement.
If you're clear that it's a joke, maybe. So this is just domination. This is a match that I'm not even going to show close to the full match of this one. I cut after a couple minutes. I just wanted to show this map off because this was the only footage I had of this map, which gives me the vibes of this map give me Perfect Dark. There's a couple Perfect Dark multiplayer maps that this gives me vibes of.
Yeah,
I don't know why,
that.
but yeah.
This feels more Halo 3 to me.
Yeah, it also
that polish.
really, yeah, it has a huge Halo vibe
You want
to
some
it.
energy fields?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Want some balconies that you can use to jump to other balconies?
Yes. It's a symmetrical map that's color-coded. Yeah, it's got Halo vibes for sure.
Charlie.
And then, yeah, it's just domination, which is a very typical shooter mode. There's 3 points on the map, and you gotta capture the points and hold them, and over time you get score based on how many you have captured.
Gauss cannon spawned.
It's domination has become the bog standard mode that's replaced capture the flag in basically every shooter game. And I wonder exactly when that happened. I'm gonna say it was probably Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 or 2, I'm not sure. It had to have been one of those, though, that really popularized the domination mode. So here's domination on a different map. And on this map, I'm also not going to show the whole match because for a very specific different reason. One, it wasn't that long, but two, I picked a different equipment this time. I don't have the threat detector on. I have a portable threat sensor, which is basically like a little disc that you throw in. Here's another gun. It's called the Reaper.
First blood.
So it makes this horrible fucking noise. And I was like, can't do more than 2 minutes of this. The Reaper's cool. It shoots in a 5 burst. And the mod alt fire lets you do like a sniper single precision shot.
Alpha. Capture Charlie.
But the threat sensor, it beeps when people are near it, and it kind of makes them glow so you can see them through walls. It's good, but it's just annoying as hell to listen to. And I was like, how did I stand listening to this when I was playing the game?
Because back then you were a dog and you like dog whistles.
Yeah. I will say that looking at footage from 2017, I mean, I'm mostly the same person, don't get me wrong, but also I do a lot of like obnoxious emoting, and I'm like, I just wouldn't be that guy anymore. I just don't have the time to hit a button to make myself emo.
I feel like you pick more physical fights with me these days. And you went through a long phase of physical fights when we were young, and then you got older and you were like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I was like, but I want to fight. And then you were like, man, cut that shit out. And then we kept aging, and now I don't want to fight anymore. And you're like, come on, man, let's fight again. I'm just like, I'm 34. I
definitely don't want to physically fight anyone anymore.
To anyone who may be listening, we're not talking about real fighting.
5,
No.
4, 3, 2.
I'm not an MMA fighter.
You want to join the UFC?
No.
Real quick.
This is freeze tag.
Woo! Alright, go ahead.
If anybody's played Destiny, this is actually a lot like Trials of Osiris. When you get a kill, you freeze a guy instead of killing them, and then their teammates can stand next to them to revive them. Basically, they can thaw them out. It's round based, and so you got to kill everybody, but they can revive each other. That's it.
5, 4,
Dude, I would not have the patience for this.
1.
I like these kinds of modes.
The constant stopping and restarting.
Yeah, I hear you, but it's rounds are only like a couple minutes long. I like the stop and restart occasionally. I think of it more as closer to like a fighting game where it's like in between rounds. I mean, those rounds are even shorter, don't get me wrong, but it's like, yeah. That's just kind of how my brain interprets it.
It's how you enter the Mind Palace.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the secret to my success is that I am actually kind of a PvP head, and I like competitive games a lot, so I just don't know that the kind of content I would have to be making would be different if I wanted to highlight that part of my personality. I'm more interested in pursuing single-player games as Let's Play content, because I think they're more interesting to watch. I mean, not that multiplayer games aren't, it's just the format that I've chosen to explore it in, I would say. Multiplayer footage, you kind of want to be like one of those guys who's like, oh, did you see that? You know.
Let's go, Justin.
Let's go, Justin. I just don't have that kind of energy in me anymore. I mean, I still play competitive games. I can't be the hype man.
You're old man Logan now.
Yeah, exactly.
Laying around in the bed, tossing and turning. Because your hand blades won't come out. I can't just go around playing deathmatch anymore, Professor. It's weighing on me. If the UFC had a Mind Palace, would you join it?
That's a stupid question. I'm not going to answer that.
It's a bad question. Edit this out.
No. People are going to hear your stupid question.
If the editing room had a mind palace, would you let me in it?
The editing room is the mind palace.
It's where the true magic happens.
It is. I mean, it really is. I do enter like a fugue state when I edit these videos. Oh, and I'm using the Vortex rifle, which is basically just a sniper rifle. But, you know, the Gauss cannon would be too overpowered to just let you walk around with.
My favorite weapon, the divorce rifle.
The Vortex. The divorce vortex. There's something there.
Welcome to Club Divorce Vortex.
Next up, we have Clan Arena, which is a similar round-based mode to Freeze Tag, but the difference is you can't revive your teammates, and there are no pickups on the map. Instead, you start with full ammo and full armor, and that's it. If you use all your ammo, you're out.
Let's go, Clan Arena.
I like Clan Arena a lot. This was probably, I would say, their attempt at a competitive standard, and it was really fun to play. I liked it a lot. I had more fun with stuff like Soul Harvest. And that's the Tesla rocket. It's just like a grenade that you throw in a straight line. It does like damage over time to people that it hits, and it expires after like a couple seconds.
Let's go, Planned Parenthood.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Also, I heard your phone go off.
I know, it pisses me off. I gotta take the trash in, and I forgot. I set an alarm to remind myself, and I'm just like, fuck, I didn't even think about how it'd go off during recording.
Now your trash can's gonna get stolen.
Well, those darn teenagers stole my trash can again.
Round 3. 5, 4,
Just kidding. They're playing Doom Eternal.
1.
Teenagers aren't playing Doom Eternal anymore.
not.
That game's old.
Damn. That's their dad's game.
Yeah, that game came out 4 years ago.
Just like when their dad was born.
Yeah. It is a little bit daunting sometimes when I think about how this game is 8 years old at time of recording, and it's gonna just keep getting older. It doesn't feel like an 8-year-old game to me, although sometimes when I look at it, I do see its age. I remember when this game came out, and it was new.
Now you're old.
It was cool.
Now
I
you're
know.
a dad.
I wish. Maybe then I'd have some fulfillment in my life. Instead I'm playing video games on the internet.
4, 3.
You could borrow mine. I'm not using them.
I got a really good snipe there at the start of the round. There's no health pickups. I did 120 points of damage to that guy. He's fucked as soon as one of my teammates gets to him. Or if I can get to him again. That's why I like Clan Arena. There's a lot of like math involved. You can, but it's also a skill-based game, so it's like you can deduce how easy it's gonna be to kill somebody, but at the same time, it's like you have to be able to hit your shots. That's why I kind of like this as a competitive standard for this game, because it's like the perfect mix of thinky brain and reflexes brain coming together. But now I'm dead and I get to watch this guy play the game instead of me.
Running around with a pretzel stick.
Yeah.
Remaining.
Shoulder mounted pretzel stick.
Convincing victory.
Yay, we won, and I did the best.
Hell yeah. Get the fuck out of my room.
Damn, they did synchronized guitar swings. I didn't even notice that.
Infernal.
Now we're playing Infernal Run, which is soccer,
Oh god.
kind of. Not really. There's a mode in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare called Uplink, and this is basically the same mode.
Into the enemy.
There's a ball that spawns in the middle, and then you have to get it to your enemy's goal, and you can jump into the goal or you can throw it into the goal. And then once you've scored a goal, it resets the respawn and you reset back to a starting position, except the ball spawns on the team who just got scored on. It gives them advantage. Which is, I think, where the soccer comparison comes in, because doesn't that happen when you get a goal in soccer? They get the ball.
I definitely
remember.
know things about soccer.
I don't know. I don't know how soccer works. I don't know how any sports work, really.
Ball reset.
Soccer's for your dad.
You have
Does hockey work like that? Do you get like, do you get the puck on your side? I don't know how it works.
Get the fuck out of here. Also, I have no
Any-
idea how hockey works.
I don't know.
has the ball.
All I remember from Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey and NHL hits is the sweet fights and the custom teams.
Yeah, hell yeah. That is the best part of hockey.
I love doing those hockey fights. I would kick the shit out of people, and it felt great.
This-
And then I'd play hockey like shit and lose.
Yes.
Has the ball.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the point. The whole point of the game is to get into fights.
I like it. I like it when my friend set the net on fire. That shit was cool.
That game was pretty baller.
We made this custom team, and my character was this giant cow who just like checking people.
Ball.
Yeah.
He had
He
no
was a Minotaur, baby.
Yeah, he had no precision and no speed, but he just hit like a freight train.
You have the ball.
That game was awesome.
Do you remember, oh man, that wrestling game for the Nintendo 64?
Yeah.
It was called
It
like
was-
Tornado or something.
it was
Hurricane.
WWF No Mercy, I believe is what the name of the game was. I could be wrong.
Really?
You have the ball.
I think it was called No Mercy. Maybe it was maybe there was another one. I don't remember.
I wanted it to be called like Thunderstorm of Fists or something, but it's just called No Mercy.
It might have had a different name but I think it was called No Mercy.
I want it to be called Break Your Opponent's Back and Drink Their Spinal Fluid, but
I want
here
my
we
name
are
to be
with
spaghetti.
No Mercy. Arise, chicken.
What's your wrestling game anecdote?
I have a regret, and that is I didn't make David Byrne an intense.
Oh man, that's a good callback.
Heads are gonna roll. Talking heads.
No, they scored on me.
Oh, fuck off.
The yeahs.
Your team has the ball.
Maps.
Having my bowl of Karanos.
They don't love you like I love you. Heads will roll. Do they have any other songs? I don't think so.
The enemy has the ball.
Is Karano real?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I genuinely have never heard this phrase. You're hitting me. It's like you're talking French to me.
Round 2. 5, 4.
All right, I need you to interrupt this footage of Space Ghost following an ant for 15 minutes.
I don't want to get in trouble with William Street,
Eh.
but I would love to insert footage of Space Ghost drinking a tall boy and riding his monitor like it's a bull and he's a cowboy.
You have the ball.
That's how I feel right now. I just Just drink a cup of coffee. I'm wired.
Hell yeah, dude! I've been drinking coffee all day. I didn't even take a nap.
This footage is not exciting enough for my electrified brain to think about.
Chocolate.
Sector.
It's Sector from Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
just kidding.
Aw, damn it.
Yeah, this is a game mode. It's basically, it's like King of the Hill, except there's 2 points.
3.
And you have to hold on to the point for 15 seconds, and then it goes away,
Secure the zone.
and it moves to a different point. I feel like there's another mode that's like this that I can't think of what it's called. That's been in other games. It's fine. It's a fine mode. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyways, that's all I have to say.
Extracted Bravo.
We can go back to talking about Space Ghost.
You've done your fulfillment.
My due diligence.
Your due diligence. Great. You've done your community service.
Secured zone.
I do like the idea of treating transformative work as like the bare minimum. There's something very funny about that to me. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna use your footage to make a video of like your video game, and I'm gonna do the minimum I can get away with to talk about the game in an informative way, and then I'm gonna talk about Space Ghost for 45 minutes.
We've become TikTok. We've become those TikTok videos where it's like footage of someone playing Minecraft, but they're talking about like all 3 meals they had that day, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Mama Liz's chili oil. Have you seen that guy?
No.
He's awesome. I'll send you the video when we're done recording. It's just a guy. He's like this old Australian man that takes hot peppers and then dips them into hot oil and eats them on camera.
Holy
and he posts them on TikTok.
Oh my god.
And he's got this really funny high-pitched voice.
Quad deck.
And the more that I talk about this kind of stuff, people are going to realize that all of my bits, I'm just ripping off Northern Lion, because I have no personality of my own. I just watch other streamers and then I mimic them.
You just watch Space Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. I'm out here watching Space Ghost and talking about tall boys.
Oh man, I hate that half of the recorded track is just me laughing.
No, it's good. That's beautiful.
Fuck.
The laughter releases endorphins. It's good for you.
Incoming chainsaw.
Alright, it's not that funny. Come on, get a
Nah.
grip.
Spawn.
Get a
I got the
grip.
chainsaw. When you get the chainsaw, you move a lot faster. You run it like turbo speed because they want you to be able to hit people. Every time you swing, it uses ammo, even if you miss, which fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But I guess it keeps you from spamming it.
Enemy extracted Bravo.
But I get to chainsaw a bunch of guys. Feels great.
You know you back a chainsaw.
What?
Yeah, nice. We just slam dunked another reference in there.
Alpha.
You know when I'm playing Cine 2 Nerdle and oh my god, I forgot to do a transition between
Soul
cuts.
Harvest.
I have to edit one in.
You can't introduce Soul Harvest.
No, I mean I can. I meant to put a wipe in there, and I guess it got deleted when I was moving footage around. Anyways, this is Soul Harvest again. This is the mode that's just kill confirmed, but this is on a cool, snowy, bloody map. This again looks like a Doom Eternal level. And this one I was just playing it so I could show off the Spectre demon. I go back to showing off some more demon footage in the next few clips of gameplay. I mean, it takes a while to get there because I'm busy kicking ass first. But
Do you think Doom multiplayer is canon in Doom?
So I think it is because there was that time when we were in Samuel Hayden's office, and I was looking at the wall and it said Vega was doing combat simulations. I feel as though all of Doom's 2016's multiplayer is occurring within a simulation that Vega is running. And that's why he's the announcer for the mode.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. Now, does that mean that it's real? No, because it's all a simulation.
Right.
But it is happening. It is canon.
This is just the Doom Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. Thumb the Spectre, which is just a pinky demon, except you go invisible whenever you're not attacking people, which is cool. And you press the right trigger to bite people's heads off, and you press the left trigger to run really fast. And you can gore multiple people if you're running. I keep killing this Mancubus. He keeps letting me kill him.
Spectre. Showstopper. Demon Slayer. Glorious.
This game's awesome.
I wish I knew someone who was good at. I need to get good at fan art. I'd make a Ren and Stimpy Doom mashup.
That would be pretty baller. I'd be into that.
Of like Ren, or as Stimpy as like a Pinky, then Ren is like an imp.
Yes. Oh, I can see it
You
already.
idiot, Pinky! Ah, shit, that's just Pinky in the brain. Oh no.
That's true. I could see it though. You could get like Powdered Toast Man as Doom Guy. Yeah, it's all coming together. The horse would be the Cyber Demon.
Mr. Cyber Demon, did you like being glory killed? Gotta say, no, I didn't.
I really wish that we had fans and people were watching these videos, because I would love to see that fan art. That would be really good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was the Pinky. Now we're on Soul Harvest on a map. This in outer space, on a space station. I show off Mancubus gameplay. And I have a burst rifle, which is just the battle rifle from Halo. It's just a 3-round burst rifle. They just ripped off Halo.
First blood. Mancubus.
You're gonna make me read Don Quixote, and I'm gonna have to figure it out.
You are not reading Don Quixote.
I might. I'm not gonna read it in the original Spanish, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no way in hell you're reading Don Quixote.
I'll read the Spark Notes.
There we go. Now we've entered the reality mind palace.
Yeah.
Now we're playing 2D chess.
Spark Notes counts.
All right.
Reading the Wikipedia summary of a TV show instead of watching it counts.
Wow.
Incoming BFG.
That I think that physically hurt me. That transcended emotional damage. And mental
Yeah,
damage.
I am just kidding. For the record.
Fuck.
Oh,
I know we have
man,
limited
that's
time on this
fucked up.
earth, but holy shit. Yeah, instead of watching all of One Piece, I just systematically read every episode entry on the One Piece wiki instead.
Yeah,
Because
it actually
that's
takes
better.
longer.
I was gonna say that's probably worse. I watched the Defenders Netflix series, but I only watched Iron Fist season 1,
Yeah.
and then Wikipedia the rest.
I've watched all of Breaking Bad, but only through memes on TikTok.
I watched the Clone Wars, but only the episodes people didn't recommend.
Glorious. Demon Slayer.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Oh, Star Wars. What a time to be alive.
What a time.
I can't wait to watch Acolyte, or whatever it's called. Apostle? What's it called?
You were right the first time.
Okay. Some stupid shit like that.
I didn't even get through Ahsoka. I watched like the first 4 episodes and I'm like, well, I haven't seen every episode of Clone Wars or Rebels, so this show doesn't want me to have any fun.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I watched the trailer for it, and I was for Acolyte, and I was like, this is boring.
There are probably people freaking out about how like, oh my god, finally a Knights of the Old Republic show, and I'm less like, well, this is the end.
I am of the boat. I want to watch Andor still because I heard that was really good, and I am interested in it. And that's like the only Star Wars thing I've been interested in a while.
Because it transcends Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Finally, it's Star Wars media that's not about itself.
You said it more perfectly than I could have. Invisible glory kill.
Mancubus, Demon Slayer.
See, but now we're talking about Star Wars and not Doom. Because this is so boring.
I've gone too far in a few places. More like I haven't gone far enough in all these places.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about that phrasing is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Brett Ratner be like. Sorry, that was a pretty bad one.
Now we got Brent Ratner fucking shit up. We got Bryan Singer fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Well, at least James Mangold hasn't fucked anything up. Don't fuck anything up, James Mangold.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the Logan
I mean, the name's
guy
familiar.
And the
oh yeah,
guy.
That's right.
And
that's why I know his name.
The Dial of Destiny guy. Probably some other stuff, but you expect me to not watch franchise media?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go outside then.
Yeah, that's why I know his name, but I haven't seen anything he's done. Is because it's all sequels to stuff that I haven't bothered watching. I mean, I do want to watch Logan. I haven't seen it yet because I'm too busy watching crap like Taken 2.
Yeah, dude. Did you watch Taken 2?
Yeah, it's awful.
Fucking
it's
terrible. Remember that?
One of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I remember why it was so bad. I remember watching the triangulation in the parking garage scene with the grenades, and I'm just like, my fucking brain melted into a puddle. What a shit show! Oh my god,
that was awesome. The movie struggles between being horrible and like being so bad it's funny and being so bad it's bad. The grenades was funny. I was laughing. All the torture scenes with Famke Janssen, I was not laughing. I was bored. And I was like, this is gross.
Yeah. I remember watching his wife or whatever just like help him with the grenades. He's like throwing grenades just randos cars and stuff.
Yeah, it was his daughter because he and his wife get kidnapped.
Oh, that's right. His wife gets kidnapped this time or whatever.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
There's been 3 Taken movies.
Yeah.
I think Liam Neeson's just a bad dad at this point.
He really is. I am going to end up watching Taken 3 before I watch Logan, so I just want to let everybody know that.
Did James Mangold do Taken movies?
No. I wish. Maybe they would be good.
Oh, man.
Took 4 BFG shots to kill that guy because I kept missing. How embarrassing. And I can't hit this guy with the gun. And he kills me with a rocket. I'm so bad at this game.
That's not very MLG Pro of you.
No. I tried and I was bad.
Get the fuck out of my room.
How far are we? We're almost done? Yeah, we're almost done. Thank God. Alright.
You've made these poor people suffer for almost a full hour and 15 minutes.
This one I've got.
I'm glad you didn't warn me about the length of this video.
I did.
Did you?
I mean, I told you it was an hour when you were downloading it. I guess I didn't warn you further in advance than that.
Got them Slenderman fingies.
Yeah. This is Harvester gameplay. The Harvester is like the summoner in the single player, but you can't summon anything, so They just give you like lightning hands, and then when you get charged up, you can shoot a big blast, and it does like an AOE. So the Harvester's pretty cool. The Harvester might be one of the more like, I don't want to call it broken, but it's just so brain dead easy to get kills with that, like, I don't know. You have low HP though, so that's the balance.
Enemy Baron spawned.
And I have the Hell Shot, which is a single shot rifle. Not quite a sniper rifle, but it has like decently long range, and it has the alt fire shoots like an explosive shot that has like travel time, but does more damage, something like that.
Haste expired.
Anyways, that's due diligence check box check marked.
Comeback. Harvester. Glorious. Demon Slayer. Bloodbath. Untouchable.
Alright, tell me all of the reward titles and go.
Huh?
Never mind.
Joke.
Oh, you're gonna do it? He's gonna do it.
Reward titles?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Okay, he's not.
There's too many of them.
Gauss Cannon spawned.
It's been 1,000 years since I played this. I don't remember all the details.
Like a Gauss.
All I remember about this game is that it has the
You like it.
I like it. It has the weird reward unlock structure of like a Call of Duty game, and I'm starting to realize that I like that because it gives me like, you know, dopamine, but I also hate it because when I want to play the game, I just want to fucking play the game and I don't want to unlock shit. So, you know, I wish that I didn't have to unlock all the crap just to play the game and have fun with it.
Yeah,
That's
unlocking
all I have
stuff
to say.
sucks.
It's actually, I mean, it can be fun when you're learning a game and you don't want to be bombarded by advanced things, but like I would prefer a system where I get to choose what I unlock so that I can be like, this seems fun, I'll go with this. Or a system where if your game is gonna die and, you know, nobody's playing it because it's a multiplayer game and it's 8 years old, you just unlock everything for free for everybody and have it be there for like a brief amount of time, but not the whole time.
Haste spawned.
I don't know.
Enemy demon slain. Allied specter spawned. Haste dropped.
Sorry, I feel like I'm
There's-
watching a dance right now. Sorry about the fucking crickets.
No, that's fine. It's okay. I mean, I don't have much to say at this point either. We've been running on empty for 20 minutes. I can't keep talking about Taken. I don't have anything else to say.
Do you know how short Taken 2 is? Taken 2 doesn't even have anything to say about Taken 2.
It's like 84 minutes long.
It's
5 of those are credits.
pathetically short.
It's a horrible movie.
It's fucking horrible. There's barely 70 minutes of footage in this film. What the fuck? I can't believe I went to a theater and saw it.
Gross.
It was fucking awful.
Ew. I never made
There
that
were people
mistake.
clapping and I was just creeped out.
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah, they weren't going crazy, but there was always like somebody in the back. I could hear the wet smacking of hands back there. And I was like, settle down.
Man. The jingoism of that movie is crazy.
It's dialed up a notch, you know what I mean?
It really is. The first movie was already pretty bad. That one is just like, yeah, it's terrible. Anyways, there's a grenade launcher. You can shoot smoke grenades as the alt fire. It sucks. I don't really like it. I just wanted to show it off because
It exists.
I have the footage. Yeah. It's not in the single player for probably good reason, because how the fuck are you supposed to use this thing? That's it. This is the only footage I have of the Revenant. You have a jetpack. You can shoot rockets. The Revenant's pretty cool. I wish I had more time with the Revenant, but I picked up a rune that was already about to expire. I only got a couple minutes worth of it. And then for some reason... Okay, yeah. I thought that footage went on too long. This is the footage that goes on too long.
Oh, you saved it for the end. Oh, shit, when we're out of energy.
Yeah. It's okay. There's gonna be a huge burst of adrenaline right at the end of the video. I end with a... I'll go ahead and give the warning now. It's gonna get really loud. I mean, not like really, really loud, but it's gonna get a little bit louder. Anyways, this is the Caco Demon. I showed off the Caco Demon a little bit, and I just wanted to show it off more. This is a really cool map, too. This is a, those knight guys that we've seen in the single-player campaign. This is sort of, like, based on their aesthetics. A cool castle in the sky.
Some of that Diablo 3 shit.
Yeah, there is sort of like a Diablo 3 heaven kind of vibe going on here. That may have originally been the idea. They were going to take those guys and then they pivoted. I'd be interested to know some of the behind the scenes for that, but... And then this is a map called Molten, and I got some cool BFG footage, and this is the sound warning. It's gonna get really loud in like 10 seconds.
Damn, that made me feel like a cowboy.